With just 7 core habits, you can change your life. If you start doing these 7 manly things, you'll feel like a phoenix that rose from the ashes. What are these habits that all successful men do? Watch until the end and decide for yourself. But be careful, this video is not for weak men. This is only for people who want to get ahead in life and make things work. If you are that man who wants to be the best, click the button that says subscribe, and let's get started. Self-criticism is the first habit. Let me explain the Dunning-Kruger effect, a hard-hitting psychology discovery, so that you can see how important this point is. In 1999, 2 psychologists, David Dunning and Justin Kruger, couldn't understand why some people didn't have the basic self-awareness to see that they were bad at something. So what happened? In a number of studies, they put people to the test to find out the truth, and this one was a real eye-opener. Those who weren't very good at something tended to greatly overestimate how well they did. They were so full of themselves that they thought they were doing great when, in fact, they had no idea what they were doing. You've probably seen men who didn't know enough to realize they didn't know what they were talking about. But wait, there's even more to it. On the other hand, the people with the most skill, the real pros, played themselves down. How could that be? They didn't think they were as smart as they were, and they thought they didn't know enough about the subject and needed to learn more. If you don't criticize yourself, you might think you know everything when, in fact, you know almost nothing. Only by being honest with yourself can you really see how much you can improve. Self-criticism makes you more aware of yourself. We never take the time to look at our actions, habits, and choices. We don't know what our flaws and limits are. And let me tell you, not knowing something is not bliss. It's a plan for staying in the same place and being average. Accepting self-criticism helps us see where we can improve, what challenges we can beat, and what hidden potential is waiting to be used. Sigma men don't wait around for people to say bad things about them. Even if no one else did it, they would review themselves in an honest way. This is how Lone Rangers think, and it's why they continue to improve even though they're on their own. Second habit, work out. You don't just work out to build your body. While it's important to build your body, it also does amazing things for your brain. It teaches you how to accept pain. Yes, you heard correctly. If you want to do big things, you have to get used to being unhappy. You train your mind to push through discomfort and pain when you lift weights until your muscles burn or when you're pushing yourself to run that extra mile. This kind of mental strength is important when you run into problems on your way to success. You won't run away from challenges. Instead, you'll face them head on, knowing that greatness is just on the other side. Military training frequently consists of long marches, obstacle courses, and extended periods of physical training. Soldiers take part in tasks that are hard on their bodies and test their strength and determination. By pushing themselves until they are physically tired, they learn to keep going even when their bodies want to stop. This builds mental toughness. We know this is working. Success requires staying the same. You can't expect to be great if you don't give things your all. Exercise teaches you how powerful it is to be consistent. The small things you do every day add up over time to make big changes. Use this rule to improve your work, your relationships, and yourself. Also, exercise helps people have a growth attitude. When you go to the gym, you are always trying to improve. You make plans, keep track of how well you're doing, and push yourself to do better. Your work life can benefit from this masculinity. And that's not the end of the good things. Working out gives you confidence. When you look in the mirror and see the results of your hard work, it builds your confidence. You start to have faith in yourself and what you can do. Take this confidence with you whenever you face a challenge. Confidence will make you more bold, persuasive, and tough. People will notice how sure of yourself you are, and chances will easily come to you. So stop making excuses and go work up a sweat. You'll be surprised at how much your mental game improves when you push yourself physically. The third habit is to get things done. Be careful that you aren't just busy to look busy. Really try to get results, not just to look busy. Sigma men don't like to show off, and they don't want to seem busy. They just want things to get done. If something needs to be done, make it your motto that it needs to be done no matter what. No waiting, and no excuses. Success is not a right. It's something you have to work hard for. The world doesn't give you anything. So if you want to be successful, you need to be ready to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. No one else will do it instead of you. It's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. Train yourself to face challenges like a warrior going into battle. Develop a strong work attitude that sets you apart from everyone else. Let your actions say more about you than what you say. People talk so much about how hard they work to reach their goals that they start to make those efforts the center of attention, rather than getting the results they want. Think of each task as an enemy you must beat. Like a fighter would approach a fight to the death, you should go about your tasks like a warrior. To battle. Habit 4. Get up early every day. This cannot be overemphasized. You've probably heard this information before because it's so important. You have to get up early because the early bird gets the worm. Starting the day early is a test of your self-control. When it's time to get out of bed, we all know that feeling that makes you feel like you could just sleep for another 10 minutes. This is your first win of the day, and it sets you up for more wins to come. This habit sets your mind in the right place to take the act, in addition to giving you more time to work within your day. Fifth habit, make it a habit to avoid losers. You know who I'm talking about, right? They think that life is a story. All they care about are video games, talking about girls, and talking about other people on social media. Men who were able to change their situations did not do so by doing nothing. To change their situations, they had to take calculated actions. Friends who don't care about how they spend their time can make you think differently about life. They always see themselves as victims and won't take responsibility for their circumstances. These lazy people always want things done for them instead of rolling up their sleeves and doing the work themselves. All of your friends don't have to be wealthy, but at least they should work hard and be responsible with their time. Sixth habit, work on a schedule. Make it a habit to write down your plans and what's most important to you. Don't give anything up. Approach each day like a business instead, so you can keep track of what you've done and what you still need to do. To be successful, you need to set clear, doable goals and break them down into jobs that you can handle. A schedule is your roadmap to success. It's like a GPS that helps you navigate the rough terrain of life and keeps you on the right track. It helps you stay on track, keep going, and take responsibility for your actions. You might think that being spontaneous and flexible are cool, but being spontaneous is just like giving yourself a way out of your plans. Seventh habit, always pause before doing anything. Confucius said that a wise person knows when and how to act. The most thoughtful men always took their time before responding to anything. They have this habit to avoid doing or saying things they will regret. Think of it as a moment to think, a split second of insight in the middle of life's chaos. When you pause, you give yourself the priceless gift of time. It's time to review, measure, and look at things in depth. In that pause, you'll find the answers you're looking for, the solutions you're looking for, and the best way to move forward. Most of the time, we regret the things we do in a hurry. They happen when people are impatient, arrogant, or don't think things through. Even the strongest fighters have lost because they made poor decisions, so don't feel invincible. Let me tell you of this. Pause, and you won't fall into the traps of acting too quickly. When you're angry, take a moment to calm down. A moment of self-control can save you a lifetime of guilt. The real road to success requires perseverance and discipline. So resist the urge to take shortcuts. When you're not sure what to do, take a moment to think. That's when you might find understanding and insight. Sigma men never act on emotion or whim. You are smart, wise, and sneaky, so use these things to your benefit. Take advantage of the power of deep thought. Let the world know that you are not controlled by rush or carelessness, but by planned, strategic actions. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch this one as well. Thanks for coming to watch.